All right, criminal justice students. So we want to go over the mock trial procedure and script, and I am sharing my screen with you. So you should be able to see what the script looks like. The judge will be utilizing this as we go through the mock trial, and you will be following along. So whether you are a lawyer of the prosecution or the defense, a witness, a juror, you will be following this script. And that's good coffee. All right. So I want to look through this pretty quick. The trial should last a few days. You need to be prepared. So please read closely your witness statements. If you're a witness, you're not able to bring notes up to the witness stand. So you have to be that person. Some of you will be up there defending a person who is on trial for their life. Other people will be on the witness stand supporting somebody who's been a victim of a crime. So this is important stuff. So please be prepared. It'll be pretty cool. There will be some fireworks. There will be some tension in the room, if you will, but let's keep it professional and things will go very well. I think you'll enjoy this a lot. Everyone in the classes that I have taught in criminal justice that has done the mock trial has said this is one of the best things about the class in general. So as we start, you will hear some theme music from Law and Order. And then the bailiff, if we have one, will say, "All rise." If not, I will do so. Everyone will stand up except for the judge, who will not be in the room. And then the bailiff will declare room, and this is right now, currently it's room 415 of the Superior Court is now in session. Judge, and whoever the judge is, we'll name them, presiding. Please be seated. The judge will then come into the courtroom and then say, "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, calling the case of the people of the state of California versus, or Wisconsin, if you will, sorry about that. Are both sides ready?" And then the district attorney, who is on the prosecution side, will say, "Ready for the people, Your Honor." And the public defender, the person or persons who are defending the accused, will indicate they are ready as well. And then the jury will get sworn in. And so you can see on the script here, the clerk, who may be the bailiff, who may be the judge, depending on how many people we have in each role, will swear in the jury. So they have to then abide by the rules of law. If they do not, after they've been sworn in, they can be held accountable for that by law. So then the prosecution gets called up. So the DA or one of the attorneys with the DA, maybe an assistant DA, is called up to do an opening statement. And recommend that this is not something long and drawn out and exaggerated, but something straight to the point. Let the jury know what you want them to know at the conclusion, at the finish of this court hearing. So the prosecution gets up and talks about why that person should be found guilty. The defense comes up and then they talk about why the accused should be found not guilty. All right. Once those opening statements are done, then the prosecution gets to call up their witnesses, and the prosecution has to be ready to go. So they'll call up a witness. They will ask questions of the witness. They cannot lead the witness to answers, but merely ask questions that the witness will then provide answers to. The jury will take into account what those answers are, take copious notes, good notes, because they're going to be reviewing those notes to determine whether or not the accused is indeed guilty or not guilty. Once the prosecution questions their witness, then the defense is allowed to come up and question that witness as well. The prosecution will then go through their list of witnesses. And then once they are done, they will rest. And then the defense is called up. And so the judge says, as you can see at the top of this page, "Is the defense ready with its case?" Public defender will say, "Yes, Your Honor." The defense calls, and then they will call up their first witness, ask questions of that person. That person will step down, and they'll call up their next witness, and they'll keep doing that. Now, With each witness called up, again, the defense will start with questioning, but then the prosecution gets to ask questions of that witness. So we take turns, and that's what we do. So first we do the prosecution witnesses, where the defense asks them questions after the prosecution's done. And then the defense gets to call their witnesses, and the prosecution gets to ask questions of those witnesses when the defense is done asking questions first. Once we're done with all that, then it is up to the jury to get back together, to meet, review their notes, and decide whether or not there is enough evidence to convict this person of the crime, or whether they should be found not guilty. Not guilty doesn't mean they're innocent, but what the jury has to do is look at the law as it is written, and then review the court case as it happened, and decide whether or not there is enough evidence beyond a reasonable doubt. So there's always going to be some doubts, but if those doubts are so minor and so minuscule, well, then you're probably going to decide that the person was guilty. However, if there's enough doubt where I don't know if they're guilty or not, that would be a tough one. I can't say they're guilty. Well, then you would find them not guilty. And again, it's not finding them innocent, just not guilty. So I hope that helps. That is the script, and you will all be provided with this. I will add, and I should have added this before. Once all the witnesses are called up, the prosecution calls their witnesses, go through those. The defense calls up their witnesses, and we go through those. Then we have closing statements. And so just like the opening statements, the prosecution side goes first, then the defense side goes, and they kind of get to summarize the court case based on their point of view, trying to sway the jury to reach a verdict that is in favor of what they want. And then, of course, the jury deliberates, comes up with their verdict, and that is that. So I hope that helps. I am very much looking forward to the mock trial. Again, I think it is just an awesome way to summarize what we've done all semester, looking at how laws are created, looking at how investigations occur, arrests, preliminary hearings, that sort of thing. We also looked at forensic science, and there will be some of that involved in the case as well. So again, I think it wraps it up rather nicely. I am excited. Hope you are too. And if you're wondering who all these people are behind me, those are pictures of our kids on various trips that we took. So have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, text or email. And I am very much looking forward to what we have coming up. Thanks.